Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the Console Combat. So the news came out the other day that H-Hour is going to be released on the PlayStation 4. So I'm here on the PC version, just reinstalled it after a few months away. We're going to check it out, see if it's up to the job. Is it going to be good? Is it PlayStation ready? That's the question. Logging on. This is about 7 o'clock Friday evening, and we have 3 people playing the game. Logged in yesterday morning, there was nobody on at all. Logged in yesterday evening and there was 1 full server, and I jumped into a second and a few people joined. We had a little game, it was quite good fun. So they've been working on a few updates, and the first impression I get logging on and seeing all these empty servers is that the H-Hour community hasn't really been blown away with these updates. So it's pretty common knowledge that SOF Studios ran out of money basically to continue developing H-Hour. So I'm presuming with this new deal, and they start development in March, they said, so there must be a good bit of extra money coming to develop the PlayStation 4 version. So I'm hoping that the PlayStation 4 version is going to be a continuation of the development of the PC version, because this game doesn't feel finished. Because if all they're doing is a port, of the PC version onto PlayStation 4, then what we see at the end of the year on the PC will be the full release on the PS4. Start off on a positive. Of all the third-person games I've played, this is by far the most Socom. And let's be honest, this game doesn't even pretend not to be Socom. I can't... okay, so it must be before this when you can choose your character in terms of what they're wearing. A lot of their costumes are exactly like the PlayStation, like the Socom 2 Socom. It's trying to be anything else. Where it does make some changes is in the graphics. The graphics and the maps, obviously. So it's Unreal Engine 4 for anyone who doesn't know. I mean, anyone watching this, you must know a bit about H-Hour. It's been around for long enough. A lot of these maps, I think there's only like 3 or 4 maps that are official. So there's another question. When they release H-Hour on the PlayStation 4, are they going to release it with the community-made maps? Are they going to take those community-made maps that the PC community have worked on and package them with the PlayStation 4 release? Because that's a little cheeky. Because I worked on a map. I started messing around remaking Abandoned, which someone's done. I didn't get very far with it. It was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. But if they had just then taken that and packaged it off and used it to sell copies of H-Hour on the PlayStation 4, I wouldn't be very happy about that. But having said that, if you're playing H-Hour on the PlayStation, in fact it will probably have some kind of a workshop thing, won't it? But if you get H-Hour on the PlayStation, you will want to be playing maps like this. Remake Desert Glory. Because we're Socom fans, right? It'd be better if I was doing this on a controller, because that would be able to give a bit more of a feel what it might feel like on the PlayStation 4. On keyboard and mouse. Even on keyboard and mouse it does feel pretty Socom to me. So one big problem I have with this game that I don't like is that the sound for the character is not it doesn't come out, it's not static. The running sound sounds like it's, if I move right it sounds like it's on my left, and if I move left it sounds like it's on my right. So it always sounds like there's someone next to you. but it's just yourself. On the subject of sounds, in order for this to be in any way kind of complete, I think the gun sounds, they feel like placeholders to me. It feels like there's just something they put in to get it started. They sound terrible. It sounds absolutely awful. Just listen to that. I hope they do. I hope they redo the sounds. I really do. Also, the effects, the decal effect of the bullets. Let's just wait a minute until this dude shoots.
The terrorists have killed a hostage.
Yeah. The in-game map, top right, is non-existent. It's a bit like it's a compassy thing, but it's nothing on there to show you the maps. I believe. Oh, we're back in game again. There's another thing. It doesn't even. There's not much of a indication that the round's ended. Do you know? There's no like. Is there stats in Socom? I can't remember. On each round end, I mean. I think there was, wasn't there? There was some kind of screen. I did have a couple of games last night. And on a Socom map, what was it? Frostfire, the remake of Frostfire. I got quite a few kills. But that is not happening on this map, is it? I find comms on this game quiet. They're functional, pretty good that way, but I do find them pretty quiet. The networking on this game is pretty good. If you love the old Socom lagging and where you both die at the same time, I don't think you're going to get that in this game. I don't know if there's ballistics. I don't know if there's bullet travel. We'll try it out in a minute. Because if there is, in theory, you probably could trade kill. But generally, it's pretty solid. You don't get any of the crazy stuff happening that you had in the old Socom game, so that's an improvement for sure. Clan matches. So H-Hour's been out a long time. The server that we just joined was a clan server, and there's people in here with clan tags. I made a good friend through H-Hour. We're playing a lot of PUBG together. He said that the clan matches haven't really kicked off. He said he thought it was going to happen on H-Hour. He said that he thought it was going to happen when they implemented the clan system in-game. They've implemented a rank system. I don't really know if that's just bragging rights or what that is. But so far as I know, clan matches aren't happening on H-Hour on PC. That was a good shot. So that would be a massive part of if H-Hour on PS4 is going to take off. Clan matches are going to be a massive part of that, the competitive scene. The UI in game, the section at the top with the time, I believe those numbers show. Yeah, they show how many people are still alive. So that's a bit of a Counter-Strikey type thing.
Death to the infidel.
Never had that in Socom. See, that picked that headshot up straight away. It's good hit detection. I think something that Socom players, ex-Socom players would be looking for is the jump to climb. You can see quite a lot of places, whoa, that are different on this map because there was no jump to climb. Apparently that's in. And there I was trying to get to the balcony bit, the wood balcony, and try it out. And I got shot. So where this dude's going now, they put that ramp in because they didn't have the jump to climb. If they put it in the game, it's a shame they haven't actually gone in and updated these maps, because the workshop maps now are bundled with the H-Hour game to make it easier. So look at these animations. even on keyboard and mouse, the whole side to side jiggling, you still get it. Classic Socom movement. Have they updated the jump? Let's have a look at that. That is new. That is new. It's better than it was. There's some kind of on-screen display when you grenade as well, or when there's an enemy grenade near you. Don't like that stuff.
The terrorists have killed a
Hello.
hostage.
That was a peach. That was an absolute peach, but I shot a little early. I think there is a little bit of ballistics in this game. Oh, jump to climb. Whoa, no! Now we're cooking. Yeah, there's no barrier here. If they have put jump to climb in, they haven't put it on there. Well, if they've got jump to climb, but they haven't got something to get on there, then it's like a half a job. No, no jump to climb in there. Maybe it's map specific. I think the first component that would be necessary to make H-Hour PlayStation 4 ready is the game any fun? And personally, I think it is fun. That's classic Socom right there. Classic. That ain't. I don't know what he was doing. Oh, hell. Oh, that is me. All kinds of off the map. So priority element number 1. It has to be fun. And you can tick that off the list. I think H-Hour is fun. It's had a bad rap, like, the Socom community that wanted H-Hour, when they first shelled out 30 quid for it a couple of years ago, whenever it was, I was not an H-Hour player at that time, were gutted. They were really disappointed, and I'm sure I would have felt the same way if I'd been there at the time. And it's had a bad rap since then. It is still a fun game. It's the closest thing to Socom I've played by a really long way. The downside to that is that Socom came out in Socom 2 was like 2002 or 2003. It's an old game, and this feels just like Socom. This isn't Socom improved. This is Socom 2 with better graphics, and it's not even properly Socom 2. But I would say there must be a lot of people out there like me who have consoles and just aren't enjoying this Call of Duty Battlefront era.
Terrorists win.
In terms of a game where you can get together with some friends and form a team and play matches, hopefully H-Hour will be able to provide that. The big question there will be, how popular will H-Hour be? It needs to have a couple of thousand people kicking around at least in order to kickstart that kind of community that will start forming teams and competing with each other. But it also has to be said that third-person shooters have gone right out of fashion. But also, if my friends from my old team... Oh, there's a friend of mine from Socom on there now. If I had a load of mates from the good old days of Socom, who I know, there's still a lot of them on the PlayStation, message me and we're like, we're getting H-Hour, or we've got it, and we started playing together and we've refilmed Gods, I would find it hard not to want to buy a PlayStation 4 and get back in. Even though I've got a H-Hour on the PC, even though I'm playing some amazing PC games, I would find that really hard, not, especially if, you know, some of the classic teams like Good Boys and SE, and if they reformed, man, it would just be so epic. It would be so epic. I don't know, I just got a feeling it would die pretty quick, but even the like grenades, the way you get loads of grenades, you could, a good Socom team could definitely do well on H-Hour without a shadow of a doubt. So this is a H-Hour original game map. I have been totally distracted by this game and the fact that one, I'm enjoying it. Two,
Bomb has been planted.
I don't know what two is. God's sake.
Bomb defused.
I'm enjoying this. Ah, very good, lads. In some games that I've played, the GR8 clan, they do a lot of communicating, a lot of chat, which is good. Proper old school. I got carried away there with the idea of playing this with old friends, even if they didn't sort anything out in this game. It would make it a lot more enjoyable. The other thing that really bugs me about this game is that they chuck that stuff together, the maps and gameplay and stuff like that, they put that all together, but they haven't polished with like nice end screens and stuff. It's just like a random countdown bar. Like the UI doesn't look great. I'm just playing this like a first person now, running around like a woo. Too good. Oh, he's done me. Oh, God, that was close. I was really impressed with myself. Oh no, another one. Oh God. Indicator totally threw me there. Oh, he sussed me out. Oh, classic. Classic stuff. Yeah, it needs a bit of polish, man. It needs a bit of spit and polish.
The bomb has been.
It needs a proper mini map. It's just, they need to polish up the UI. They need to polish up the lobby and the end screens and the summary to the round. Like, knowing that a round's ended or not it's not glitched. Is he? Oh, I thought he was an enemy. If they polished it with those bits and they sorted the sound out, those 2 points alone I think would make this much, much better. Like here now, so the round's ended. How do we know what the score is? Like, it's that tiny little bit at the top. You know? Even if they just made this come up. And the match score at the bottom is small. Why is it so small? And why is it like so hidden away at the bottom there?
Death to the infidel.
This is the first serious game I've had on H-Hour for a few months, and this is the most fun I've had on it ever, I think. I'm surprised how much I'm enjoying this. I'm really enjoying this. I don't know if H-Hour is going to be able to capture a new audience. That's what would really make it take off on the PS4. But this game doesn't exist anymore. This type of game where you've got objective team-based third-person shooter like this.
Bomb has been planted.
Sure, it worked on PlayStation 2, didn't it? Back in the day. If they can polish it up, if they can sort the sounds out, if they sell it at a reasonable price. If they release this on the PS2, and like a full price would be kind of like around the £45 mark, I suppose. I just don't think that, I think they're going to shoot themselves in the foot if they do that. They did it with when they did it with the PC. They put a lot of people off. They upset a lot of people, and it's crippled the H-Hour community on PC. So I really dearly hope they've learned from that. Because if they do that again on the whoa, where is he? Oh, he's up there.
The bomb has been picked up.
Because if they do that again on the PlayStation 4, oh look at him, he's just up there shooting everybody. Yeah, they just killed the game. In order for this game to take off, it needs to have a successful PR launch. People need to know about it. People need to start getting a bit excited about it. And they need to sell a lot of copies straight away. Because if they do that, clans are going to form. They've got the functionality for clan support in game. Clans are going to form. They can start playing matches. They've still got the whole game battles ladder system. Is it still called game battles? Whatever it's called. That'll all kick off again. If that kicks off, more people are going to hear about it, and then it will start selling. But if they try and just release it at a high price, and they put a lot of people off early on who don't start playing, then it's just going to have empty servers like this, like it has on PC. Which would be a real shame. So an awful lot of this is in the hands of SL Studios. I really hope that they look at how the PR and the marketing went with the release of H-Hour on PC, and they learn from those mistakes they made, because they have to do things differently with the PS4 release. Well, is Socom returning to PS4 with the launch of H-Hour? I think that's for you to decide. I think that they've got some work to do. I hope the work that they're going to do comes across onto the PC version as well. I'd like to try it out. They've made some good steps, made some good improvements, and it's still a lot of fun. Still a lot of fun. It's never going to be as fun as it can be until people really embrace it and form teams and start playing each other. Because when you join a team, then you got your friendships and everything, camaraderie and the rivalries and things. That's part of what makes it epic, but it's still, the fun factor's there. I'm looking forward to seeing how they're going to finish this game off and polish it up. And I hope that they take their time with the PR and marketing and set a suitable price. I think those things are really going to play every bit as much a part of whether H-Hour is a success on PS4 as the quality of how they finish off the development, to be honest.
The bomb has been picked up.
Oh, lads, you were not ready for that. You were not ready for that. Ah! Right, where have I got to go? I don't even know where I've got to go. Take the long way round. Look at this. All these buttons working and timers and everything.
Bomb has been planted.
It's pretty good, gotta admit. Look at that, like a one-man army.
Qué buena, qué buena.
Terrorists win.
Otro
Did I just bring it home for the team? I just brought it home for the team. Oh yeah. I still got it. I still got it.